start by thanking the Bayless and Douglas families for inviting us all here tonight, and to Sarah and Robbie for planning such an awesome weekend. To see all of your friends and family come together from all different aspects of your life is very exciting for everyone.
And I feel like Kelsey and I have met most people at this point, but for those of you who aren't quite familiar with where we fit into her life, if you want embarrassing Sarah stories during the braces years and earlier, you can go to Kelsey. If you want embarrassing stories from grad school, you can come to me, and then kind of all those times in between, come to both of us. We have some pretty good ones, both separately and combined.
And some of us have known Sarah for a long time, some of us have met more recently, but we can all agree she has a lot of wonderful qualities to share. And we wanted to highlight a few of our favorite Sarah qualities. Listen closely, Robbie, as I'm sure you can add your own as well. The first is her charming but sometimes skewed version of reality, very true. For one example, a lot of you know very clearly.
So Sarah, for a long time, was allergic to cows. And so we basically, quotes over there. We'll get to that in a minute. But I think you could really measure your dedication to Sarah by how many products you had in your fridge that were replacements for like dairy products. So one of my favorites was I had this like substitute for butter that was like flaxseed oil, and I still use it. I do, and I convinced him that it's like actually healthier than butter, but it's not, it just has no dairy in it. So I'm sure that you kind of like had to deal with that, also had all these different substitutions. But that allergy actually mysteriously disappeared 3 years ago. So no need to worry anymore.
So enjoy those ice cream pints you talked about in your bags.
Do the Arizona people know about that? Or is that totally okay?
Another example of her charming but sometimes skewed truth is her ability to convince others that the clothes that she's borrowed are actually hers. A lot of you out there, from a very young age, Sarah, would help herself to whatever clothes in the closet, which I fully appreciate. But then she would go on to fully convince herself that those were hers, and somehow convince me that those were also hers. And a prime example recently, when she was packing up her apartment to move to Denver, she was like, "Kelsey, I found this great pair of sweatpants. I forgot I had them. They're these gray sweatpants. They say Nauset volleyball on the side." Sarah never played volleyball. Those are mine. So thank you for convincing yourself that was true. Oh yeah, and Jane, I never broke Sarah's mirror. It was Sarah that broke her mirror. When we were very young, I was blamed for a lot. She convinced me it happened. It was her.
Okay, so one of our second favorite qualities of Sarah is her ability to always be prepared for every single situation.
Which is one, you could tell anyone in the wedding party this weekend, Sarah had us on a very strict schedule. Everything was there, it ran perfectly as clockwork, just as anticipated. And I'm sure Katie and Lizzie can back me up on Sarah's motto, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't bother coming. So for those in your life, please be prepared to be on time. Robbie, be on time for everything. That early wake up is very helpful in this situation.
And then a specific example from grad school. So I feel like this happened almost every single week. But Sarah and Kelsey, when we were in grad school, they lived in one of those apartments in Manhattan where you couldn't actually see the sky from any of the windows unless you put your ear to the windowsill and kind of really looked up. So most people would kind of think about checking the weather, but Sarah would not. And without fail, every single day that it rained, she showed up to Fordham in a white t-shirt and these flats that turned into cardboard in the rain and no umbrella. And that's just how she made her way around Fordham. Tiffany Yip is her mentor and she's here. I don't know where she's sitting, but I don't know if you remember that, Tiffany. There she is in the back. So she was always prepared for that.
So Robbie, please carry an umbrella of all future events. The third quality we want to highlight is Sarah's generosity. She is always there to give so much love to every single person, but one example of this one. So for those that don't know, Sarah and I and Jesse jump roped for a long time. We were double Dutch world champions. We really peaked at 18. This is a highlight too, Robbie, but that was like pretty cool. But we used to go to Disney World every year to compete, and we would wait in really long lines at Disney World to go to all the rides, and Sarah would always chew gum. And for some reason, Sarah could never find a trash can to throw out her gum, and would always take it out of her mouth and hand it to me and say, "Kelsey, will you please swallow my gum?" And for some reason, she convinced me to do it because she's so generous, and she wanted to share her gum with me. So Sarah, thank you for all the years for sharing her gum. And I wasn't going to add this, but today, Sarah also asked me to swallow her gum. We had to hold her back that, like, ooh, she knows what's in the speech. So I'll swallow your gum at any point. But Robbie, also welcome to swallow her gum.
And in the words of Schmieder and Dave, to get serious for a minute, Sarah, you really are one of the most generous people that I've ever met. And I think a true testament to that is just the number of people in this room who I now consider really good friends just through meeting through you. And you're just an amazing person all around. And we became such close friends in such a short amount of time. And I think it's just really amazing how well we've come to know each other. Sarah is the only person that I communicate with every single day, with the exception of Tim, my fiance. We literally, every single day, whether it's like sending text messages on GChat or, sharing Mark Wahlberg research quotes on Facebook. And one of my favorite aspects to the text messages in particular are I never know, or I usually have to guess whether they were sent from Robbie on Sarah's phone or whether they're actually from Sarah. And that's usually tricky, but I can often tell because you use your pet name for me, and that's weird that we have pet names for each other. And I think it also, he calls me Jackalope, and I don't know where that came from, and I call him Lobster, and again, I don't know where that came from, but I think it really goes to show what good friends Sarah and I actually are, that we're totally comfortable with that.
And yeah, to continue on a serious note, I think everyone in this room knows that I think Sarah loves the hardest of any person I've ever met. And Jackie and I have been lucky recipients of that love for a long time. And Robbie, we're so happy that you're the one that gets to share it with her. And so happy for you both. So, to the girl that loves the hardest, and certainly laughs the loudest, and to the boy who loves her, cheers to your happily ever after.